political leaders must not overreact as they did 50 years ago. They need to listen.
Can't take it no more! Can't take it no more! Can't take it no more!
This is the police department.
Police say there was sniper fire throughout the early morning hours, so they moved in cautiously.
Police and
then
Black
began
Panthers clash in Houston, New Orleans, and other cities.
The Black Panther police
In the
shootout
pre-dawn hours in Chicago today, police and Negroes fought a pit.
When watching the news today, one can't help but wonder why there's so much evil in the world, and when it will all be over.
You say violence, no! Violence! No! Violence! When I say no, you
The U.S. military said today it's sending more than 5,000 active duty troops to the Mexican border to deal with a caravan of Central Americans who intend to seek asylum here.
Those 5,200 troops actually outnumbering the roughly 4,000 migrants making up that caravan, and nearly equaling the number of U.S. personnel fighting ISIS in Iraq.
I'm talking specific about the racial issues in the United States and how they have not changed. In order to know, we must learn about our past.
Her daughter posted this photo of herself and a friend in blackface.
The two girls had no idea what blackface was or the history of it.
Many think it's irrelevant, boring, or stupid to do so. But, as the saying goes, history repeats itself. We see it today compared to the 60s, 70s, and even the early 19th and 20th century.
Shoot us and shoot tear gas in office and drag people out to jail like they've lost their mind.
Los Angeles, California, summer of 1965. Following the arrest of a black motorist for drunk driving, the predominantly black neighborhood of Watts explodes. When the Watts riots subside 6 days later,
Ferguson, Missouri is under a state of emergency.
4,000 people arrested, and an estimated $100 million in property destroyed.
Are watching.
By 1967, poverty, inequality, and racial discrimination spark over 100 similar riots in U.S. cities. Violent racial unrest sweeps the country, and a new militant movement emerges. At the forefront is an Oakland, California group called the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense.
The original Black Panther Party was founded in October 1966. It's coming on the heels of the assassination of Malcolm X.
In order to not fall as our past generations have, we must learn from our mistakes and do better. We must all know the history of every race, every oppressed, and everyone who lives in our country, not just hear the side of those who won the war, or only about ourselves and our own culture. We must no longer be ignorant of our fellow humans, of their different cultures, and learn to come together. If we don't, many more will have shed their blood in shame, and future generations will look back at us and question our morality and ethics. This is why I believe there should be ethnic studies of all kinds in high school. Reason being is that many will never learn the history in college, let alone high school. There are barely 2 pages dedicated in a history book about those who fought against racial injustice in the civil rights movement. And those in other circles fighting for the same thing are either barely mentioned or forgotten.
5,000 active duty troops to help Customs and Border Patrol agents in Texas, Arizona, and California. The president said last night he also plans tent cities to hold migrants while they apply for asylum in the U.S. Now, the operation targets a large caravan of migrants from Central America that is now moving through southern Mexico.
Ethnic studies is no new concept, but always comes with a detest and ugly sentiment that arises from those who oppose. They oppose because they are ignorant of what the consequences are, or more rather, the benefits. People protest for their side of the story to be heard. Stories like the Zoot Suit riots, the bathhouse riots, how Hitler praised the United States for using the chemical Zyklon B on incoming immigrants every day. How the Black Panthers and Brown Berets worked together in alliance, same with other ethnic groups that were trying to fight for their rights. Cesar Chavez talking with Martin Luther King Jr. about working together. The true story of Rosa Parks, Mexican Americans being lynched just as slaves were as well at the time. How the Black Panthers truly came to be, the reasonings behind it, and the stories that come with it.
Thousands upon thousands of migrants literally marching to the U.S. in what would be a mass invasion in order to demand entry.
This migrant caravan, it's not a caravan, it's an invasion.
Here is a mob of humanity driving towards the U.S. southern border.
This looks a lot like an invasion.
It's an actual invasion.
An invasion?
Thousands and thousands of people on the bridge. When you looked at that bridge loaded up with people, that's called an invasion of our country.
And if we don't teach this, the sentiment of the meaning from the past will change, and things will get worse.
There's too much serious business going on in the black community to be out here sliding through South Street with white, dirty, cracker whore on our arm, and we call ourselves black men with African garb on. What the hell is wrong with you, black man? You had a doom day with a white girl on your damn arm. We keep begging white people for freedom. No wonder we're not free. Your enemy cannot make you free, fool. You want freedom? You're gonna have to kill some crackers. You're gonna have to kill some of their babies. Let us get our act together. It's time to wake up, clean up, and stand up. Black power? Black power? Damn it, I said black power. Black power. Black power. That's wrong. That's right.
And they're coming in with diseases such as smallpox and leprosy and TB that are going to affect our people in the United States.
The overwhelming majority are young men in their 20s. They're strapping, they're strong.
We got HIV, measles, pertussis, rubella, rabies, hepatitis A, influenza, TB, shingleosis, syphilis.
When you look at that caravan and you look largely, very, big percentage of men, young, strong, a lot of bad people.
And it is not about just one ethnic group. You cannot even talk about African American people's community and human liberation unless you talk about all people's human liberation.
The original Panthers, what they really truly were about was trying to kind of uplift people in tough situations.
Some people say in order to move forward, we need to put this stuff behind us, as painful, as just upsetting that it may be.
Well, any form of history that gets suppressed or repressed or erased out, it comes back to haunt. What has to happen now is a discussion, an acknowledgement of this charged, complicated, painful history.